country, Georgia.
Let's go, man.
მოგესალმებით Fight Hopper-ებს, ნოსტალ გიორგის ართანია, რომეო 50 ცენტერაძე, პირველი დამოუკიდებელი შერეული საბრძოლო ხელოვნების ქართული პოდკასტი 222 ეპიზოდი. Spotify-ზე, Apple Podcast-ზე, YouTube-ზე სადაც არ უნდა გნახოთ და გვისმენდეთ. მხარი დაგუჭირეთ, მადლობლები დავრჩებით. დღეს გვაქვს ძალიან საინტერესო, ოღონდ სამწუხაროდ ინგლისურად იქნება, რახან ყავს Dyer აქტიური light heavyweight ჩემპიონი Josh Dyer, რომელიც ეხლა შემოგვიერთა და გადავალთ ინგლისურზე. Let me reintroduce. All right, let's see if Josh is here. Romy, მანამდე შენ თქვი ერთი ორი.
ესე იგი არის სიახლე უბრალოდ ყავს სპონსორი, პირველი სპონსორი, ასე ვთქვათ, სპონსორი ტირე პარტნიორი. საპლიმენტების კომპანია Atlantic Vitality. დაიწყო ჩვენთან პარტნიორობა, ძალიან კარგი საპლიმენტების კომპანია, აქვთ ყველანაირი სხვადასხვა სახის საპლიმენტები, რამოდენიმეს გაჩვენებთ ახლა ეკრანზე. თუ კი შეხვალთ Atlantic Vitality's website-ზე, atlanticvitality.com და აკრიფავთ პრომოკოდს ROMI20, თქვენ მიიღებთ 10%-იან discounts, ესე გამოიყურება ზოგიერთი პროდუქტი. გიო შემდეგ ჩაგიგდებ სურათს კარგად უფრო. და შეგიძლიათ დააწყო.
We'll get back to that, but listen, we got the champ in the house.
Yes, we got the champ in the house.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yo,
Josh, how you doing, brother?
You're a man
Hey,
of
brother,
your
I'm
word,
doing
brother.
good. How you guys doing?
You're a man of your word.
Before we begin, George, let me also do this shout out to our sponsor real quick in English as well. So first ever sponsor of the show, Atlantic Vitality. We're gonna put up the link and the picture in the description after we post the show. If you dial the code ROMI20, you will get a 10% discount. This is a really awesome product. You're gonna see the picture when the show is posted. They have all kinds of gummies, powders, the pills, and etc. Very good supplement. I started using it myself, and so just dial the code ROMI20 and you'll get a 10% discount. Anyways, back to the world champion.
All right,
George, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I promised you would be the opener. I just want to say one thing, okay? We've had former world champions here. UFC champions, glory champions. We've had boxing world champions, but former. We've had guys who came to the show and then became champions afterwards and then never came back to the show, okay? But we have never, we had Ilia Topuria, we had Merab, they're both world champions now. We have never had a current world champion on the show. This is the first time. Yeah. So Josh, congratulations, brother. I'm glad you're back. And George, take it away.
Listen, this is not just a champion. This is the double Georgian. The double Georgian from Atlanta and honorary Georgian, as well as the master chef of knuckle sandwiches, the BKFC light heavyweight champion, Josh Dyer. All hail, Josh. Welcome back, brother. How are you?
Oh, man, that's an awesome intro. Appreciate that. I feel like King Xerxes right now. Dude, it feels good. Hell yeah, just living that champ life right now. I had to come back. I had to get back on your show. This is the best podcast I've ever been on. You guys are so much fun to talk to, and I really like your guys' vibe and style. So I was like, no, we're gonna come back to these guys if they'll have me. So we're excited for this one.
Oh, hell yeah!
Say hello and the shout out to you to the coach from us. Yeah, Austin, great guy.
Yeah. So Josh,
I'm
actually gonna start off with the choice question, and it's gonna be for Romy. All right. So Romy, get your
Well-
thinking hat on. Choice question.
Tell
What
me,
does D-Day stand for? A.
I'm not.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
not
listen,
gonna get
listen.
it.
A.
No,
Dyer's
no.
Day. B. Domination Day. C. Do or Die Day. Or D. Destroyer Day. And I'll give you
Oh,
an
well.
E for other. E for other. What do you think?
I'm a little relieved, to be honest with you, that you didn't, with the options, okay? But I'll let Josh here, choose
Wait, no,
whatever
you
it
gotta
is.
go with one, man. Come on. That's the whole point.
Domination days. I like them. Domination day.
All right, I'm going with E other Doomsday. But Josh,
Okay.
tell us, because last time I wanted to ask you, but somehow it escaped me.
Yeah. So it's literally, I just named it after the actual day of D-Day. Back when World War II was going on, I thought that it was very impressive, whenever the Allies stormed the beach of Normandy, and like they were going against the Germans, and it seemed like they were kind of outnumbered, and they just had there's like high casualties as they were like storming the beach, and I'm the type of dude that takes high casualties sometimes, but I storm the beach and eventually I win. And I picked that nickname because my family was military, and I was raised, as a military brat. So like I had to move around live on different military bases and all that. So I was, I just thought that D-Day really fit my style. And because my last name was Dyer, I thought that having a nickname that started with the letter D would just flow a little bit better. I will say, however, that after learning a little bit more about history, I definitely would have picked a different name because, I was under the impression that the good guys won that war, and as it turns out, I don't think that was the case anymore. I think that was the day that the bad guys won. So now I'm out here to represent and spread information and wake people up and just be like, hey, you can't just believe everything you're told in the history books as a kid. You gotta actually realize that sometimes, the people that win are liars, but regardless, mostly just my style. I just like to get in there and smash until I get that victory.
Brother, to be
Yo,
honest,
don't
I
even
thought
get
it
me
was
started.
I thought it was like Doomsday or something like that. And you're educating me right now. I didn't actually know that it was signifying a battle during, did you say, was it the Second World War?
Yeah, it was the Second World War. It was the turning point of the war when the America joined. Basically, they stormed the beach of Normandy, and that's what shifted, the Germans into losing. Basically, that was the point that if they would have won, things would have gone a lot better for them. And we won, so things went a lot better for us. But yeah, that's all that was. But anyways, I thought I knew about D-Day quite a bit until I learned about that. But it is what it is. But I hear a lot of people think that it stands for Doomsday, which I think is cool. I think that's a cool nickname as well.
For sure. Josh, we're on episode 222nd, and last time we spoke to you was episode 200. And now I gotta ask you, how's the champ life? Are there any changes? Is there any more recognition? How about mentally? And how has it been since becoming the man?
All right, so mentally, not much different. I've always had the champion mindset, so that's just, if anything, winning the belt was just a little bit of credibility, where people now see me the way that I see myself. But recognition is way different. So they ran my story on all the major news stations here, like 7 different times. So now when I go out in public every single day, it doesn't matter where I go. And there's 250,000 people that live in this town. No matter where I go, somebody recognizes me at every location, whether it's the gas station or I'm eating at a restaurant or I'm going shopping in a mall or just going on a walk. If I walk out that door and I walk down the street for more than an hour, somebody will see me and say, "How's it going, champ?" And I'm just like, okay, it's kind of cool. I like that.
How's the missus dealing with that? Because I'm sure there's a lot of women recognizing you now. How is she
She's pretty cool with it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. A lot of women, that's more so like when I'm at the fights, like the women storm me and stuff. But here, it's mostly guys, because
Okay.
fighting is kind of a guy sport. So, it's the dudes that
Yeah.
recognize me. Women are like, who the hell is that? Like,
Yeah.
we don't know who that guy is.
Okay.
But all the dudes recognize me.
Good. Good. Gotcha. Listen, before we continue, we didn't tell the people, for those who don't know, right? That Josh is the current light heavyweight champion at bare knuckle boxing, which is the biggest bare knuckle promotion in the world. It's partially owned by Conor McGregor. And since we touched on the Conor McGregor theme, can you tell us, did something happen between you and Conor?
No, we just kind of partied a little bit. When we were down in Hollywood, we partied until like 5 in the morning at the Hollywood, the club inside the Hollywood hotel cafe
So
in
you did get to meet Conor after the fight.
Oh yeah. So me and Connor, we met at the Dyer Club, which kind of sounded like the Dyer Club, which is only one letter different. I thought that was cool. They were holding up signs everywhere, Dyer. I'm like, God, if that A was a Y, this would be the Dyer
Yeah.
Club, and it
Perfect.
would look really cool.
Yeah.
But I got to chill with Connor at that club till about 4 a.m. Just hanging out, taking videos,
Yeah.
just enjoying the nightlife. And then also at Sturgis, I got to hang out with them a little bit, but not as much as I got to in Hollywood. But other than that, no, basically Connor just let us know that all the champions are going to be part owners of the company now. And as they go on, the more fights you get, the more shares of the company that you receive as champion. So I think they said 10 fights and you'll get $3.3 million worth of shares as long as you defend your title 10 times. And then, of course, that $25 million tournament that he announced where first place gets $15 million, second place gets $1 million, third through ninth gets like 500,000, and then like 10th through 16th gets 200,000, and like 17th through 32nd place gets 100 grand. So last place makes 100,000 in this tournament. So that should be pretty cool.
Yeah. Listen, before we go on, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna let George take over here again. But I just want to say one thing. I hope that I don't know. I'm not gonna ask you, of course, how much you made or whatever to become a champ when after you became a champ. But I hope everybody's being taken care of, because I've been to bare knuckle fighting championship in Philly when they came to Philly last year, and I gotta tell you, man, I've never seen a sold out crowd like that outside of the UFC in my life. Like professional boxing, UFC, and bare knuckle boxing. That's the only show that sells out. I've been to Bellator, PFL, whatever, everything. They don't sell out like that. So, you know, shout out to bare knuckle boxing. They're doing a great job. PR is fucking off the charts, and I hope the guys are getting taken care of. That's all I'm gonna say. And again, I'm happy for you, brother. George, back to you.
Yeah, actually, there are fights on tonight.
Yeah.
BKFC is having an event tonight, right?
Yes.
Are you keeping?
I have no idea. Yeah.
All right.
If I'm not going to the fight, I don't pay attention.
So actually we have a Georgian on the card tonight, which is only the second time.
Nice. He's gonna be tough.
Iron Lasha, bicho. Iron Lasha is on the card.
Oh yeah,
tonight.
that's right. Shout out to Iron Lasha. Yeah, I know that guy. Yes, I know that.
It's his debut. It's his debut.
So, shout out to our Georgia boys.
Yes.
Yeah, but listen, I got some questions, but I gotta go back to ask you, what were you and Connor drinking that night?
Oh my goodness. Water. Yeah, we were just drinking water. Nah. So he had free alcohol all night. We were in the club, we had the VIP section, so we just had bottles everywhere, and like orange juice and cranberry juice. Like we made all of our own drinks all night long, but I mostly just drank juice. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of alcohol, but I had a tiny bit just to kind of enjoy a little bit of it. I don't like the taste of
last time we spoke,
that was it.
I thought you were a beer guy mostly. You were a beer guy mostly, right? Or not?
Nah, I don't like beer either. Nah, I don't really like beer. I don't really like anything. I'll taste a little beer every now and then, just like one beer. And I don't enjoy it. I'll just do it to fit in with people. I just like to kind of just relax and just do what everybody else is doing.
This is what I always say. You guys do the fighting, I'll do the drinking, and the balance will be, everything will remain in balance.
We got a good team already then.
Yeah, brother. So Josh, I want to take you back to get your thoughts and kind of recap your title fight and your win against Mike Richman, who I know you were really cool with going into the fight. You were friendly with, and basically, first I want to ask you, how did the fight go? Did it go as you planned? I know you got a 4th round finish, right? 4th round TKO.
Yeah.
Was there anything surprising? Did it go as planned?
Yeah. So no, it didn't go as planned. I was planning on going in there and using my superior size to get into a clinch, manhandle him, throw the uppercuts. I've been working on a lot of drills to just outpower the guy. And before like 1 hour before I was supposed to fight, the owner of the organization came up and told me that he wanted it to look really clean. He didn't want to see me like getting in there, getting all crazy and doing all my normal aggressive stuff. So we decided that we were going to go out there and not engage in the clinch and just outstrike him with timing and precision. And so we changed that up last minute. And then we went out there, and granted, I thought he was the better sniper than I was. I thought that we were going to go out there and he was going to outpunch me, and I would maybe just catch a knockout with my superior strength. But once I got moving, I felt like my timing was better, and my reach was better, and my accuracy was better. And I could almost see everything that he was doing, and I could bait him into throwing attacks that I could counter. And so, but I was surprised that I only dropped him one time, because I hit pretty hard. So I expected Richmond to go down way more, but he just didn't quit. He got back up the one time I dropped him, and then he ate every barrage that I threw at him. And those barrages were pretty accurate. I nailed him with some murderously powerful hits, and he just took them like they were nothing. So I was very shocked that his chin was that good, because I thought he was a small 85er. So I assumed that, I was going to drop this guy. And he had a way better chin than I expected.
Was that disencouraging at all, Josh? Because you know what they say, like once you give everything, they usually say when you give your all and the guy's still standing and coming, a lot of guys get disencouraged, and they did you obviously you never felt that?
I did, yeah. I didn't. The only thing that I really felt was that my right hand was really starting to hurt, because I don't punch many people with my right hand that many times and have the fight continue. If I land the right hand, they're typically done pretty quick. And yeah, I kept smashing him with the right over and over and over and over and over and over. And my knuckle, look at that size of this knuckle now. Like if you compare the two,
wow,
this one was not this big before I fought Richmond. It was a little bit bigger than this one, but I mean, I accurately hit him with this knuckle all night long, and he just took it. So yeah, I was like, God, my hand is going to give out eventually. Like I gotta knock this dude out, but he ended up being like 10 times tougher than I thought.
Wow. Props to Richmond as well. Did you guys get a chance to hang out afterwards or exchange words?
Absolutely. Yeah. So after the fight, I went back when he was getting stitched up, and I stayed with him for a little bit. I gave him some compliments. And then about a week after that fight, I went in his hometown, and I took him out to dinner or lunch at the Rainforest Cafe in Minnesota, in the Mall of America. So it was a nice place. I took the family, the kids, and we just talked, bought him a beer, and we just talked about the fight, and how it went and what we were thinking. And yeah, we were just laughing, having a good time. And yeah, it was a good experience.
Wow. That's awesome to hear, really. That's awesome to hear.
Since you touched on that, I want to use this opportunity to say that things have been a little bit toxic between ever since Georgian rise in MMA. Things have been toxic with certain group of people between us, and I keep telling the fans and just trying to get the word out for everybody that this fighting that goes on in the cage, in the ring, whatever else. This is the fight that we have to fight inside the ring to avoid fighting outside of it. Like I try to tell people, this sport is like a shelter for me from everything else, from all the other outside bullshit, outside problems. For those 3-4 hours that the event is on, I'm free. I sit down I am in my world. I'm in my dream world. I'm in fucking La La Land. I'm enjoying life.
Yeah.
As violent and as paradoxic as it sounds, this is freedom. This is happiness for me. I don't want any bullshit. I don't want any politics. I don't want any religious, altercations. I don't want any national altercations. I don't want to have any of that shit. This thing is like, I'm kidding. I'm a kid again. When I watch the UFC or bare knuckle or boxing, whatever sport, fighting event I choose to watch that Saturday night, it's like I'm a kid again. So when things get toxic, I hate it. I fucking hate it. So I'm really happy that you're giving this kind of example. Everybody should do this kind of thing, man. This is a sport. It's not a street fight. I don't give a shit who wins in the street. I don't give a shit who wins in the... This is a sport, regulated sport, and we should just go along with it. So I just wanted to say this because, it's getting more toxic every day over here. George knows what I mean. You may know what we can elaborate on this if you want. I would love to talk about it. But I got my own views and point of views on this. But yeah, I'm glad that you're saying this because this is a sport. We shouldn't forget about this. When the fight is done, it's done. So yeah, fans and
I agree
other
with you
people
100%.
should stop taking things personally because it's not about them. It's about the fighters. So just enjoy the show, motherfuckers.
Yeah, people like to overcomplicate things and pretend like these fighters represent, something bigger than that. And it's like, some people like to play into that. I don't, like I'm just me. Like I represent me. I have my own views. I have my own opinions.
Yeah.
And I get in there and I care about every person that I fight. I'm like, whether I like you or I dislike you, I'm still going to try to treat you with respect to a degree.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, as soon as the fight's over, it's over. And we're back to
Yeah.
being, friends, or even if we're not friends, I still respect you. Ultimately, it just comes down to respect. I mean, if you sign a paper and you get in this ring with me, I'm going to respect you because that was a brave decision. And
Yeah.
that's all I can do.
The
Respect
thing
it.
is, when you're dealing with the small nations like us, like Dagestan, like other people, right? And Dagestan is a nation. It's just, technically part of Russia, but Dagestan is its own thing. Everybody should know that. Everybody should know that. And Dagestani people should advocate that in the first place. But anyways, when you're dealing with the small nations like that, we're very proud. We have our own history, which is very old. And, for some reason, for the last like 100 years or so, there's been identity shifts in our region because there's influences and all that shit. But without getting into it, yeah, it's very important when they represent our flag, right? Ilya Topuria comes out with Georgian flag, and Mirab comes out with Georgian flag, and we fucking love it. Okay, that's everything to us. But just because all I'm saying is we should keep the fighting to the guys. And as fans, all of us, we should just stop being toxic and just enjoy the show. We should stop going at it with each other. That's all I want to see. Hey,
Hi.
how you doing? What's your name?
Amelia.
Amelia. Nice to meet you. It's a nice name.
Hello, Amelia.
I'm having a baby daughter in a few weeks, and I'm thinking about names. Matilda is one of them, so we'll see.
Oh, that's a
Amelia,
pretty name.
what are you
Yeah,
gonna do today? What are you gonna do today?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know that your father is a world champion?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I love it.
Do you like sports? What do you do?
I like dancing and singing,
That's good. Stick with it.
And
No
I'm
fighting.
and I'm also good at gymnastics, sort
That's
of.
very good.
Okay, can you
That
do
is very
flips?
good.
Yeah, I can do front flips, but I
Wow.
can't really do back flips.
Hey,
Yeah.
George
Wow,
can
those
do
are
flips
super
when
tough.
George here can do flips after he has a couple of drinks. You know that?
Ooh.
So
like
what-
a
Pretty
sea
cool.
lion.
We'll have to see
Amelia,
that. We're
what
gonna
kind of
test that here.
music do you like? You said you like dancing and singing. What kind of music? What music do you like?
I don't know what it's kind of like called. Like,
Called?
yeah, I
Wow.
don't know. No, I don't know what it's called.
Oh, right. You don't
I
know
don't
what
know.
it's called. I get it. I get it.
I don't know.
Well, welcome to the show, young lady.
Welcome to the show.
Pull up the
Thank-
chair. Stick
And
around.
thank you for letting us
All the
talk
kids
to.
woke up.
Thank you for letting us talk to Daddy as well.
Oh
You
yeah.
should stick. You should
Yeah.
stick around because maybe that way we will stop cursing on this show, huh? And my mother won't have to
Oh.
tell me stop cursing. You know, for the millionth time. She always like stop cursing. My
Yeah,
my
me
mom.
too. They
my
say the
mom-
same thing to me as well.
Bro, my mom sings in the Orthodox church, and
The choir.
she makes she's a choir in the
Yeah.
Orthodox church, and she makes everybody watch it, the priest, everybody, and she's like, everybody's watching you, stop cursing. And I just, I always forget.
Yeah. My mom sings too. Yeah, in the choir. I get that.
That's good.
Really?
That's good.
Wow. Nice to meet you, Amelia.
Nice to meet you. Okay, let's keep going, George. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I feel like Amelia has stolen the show, man. We got to bring more
Yes,
questions.
that's
man.
what women do.
She
They,
did.
dude,
She kind of
that's,
crept
that's
in. She brought that hand and she's like, ooh.
Amelia, what's your favorite show on TV? What's your
Like-
favorite show? What? Is it My Little Pony, or have we grown out of that one yet?
oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm going out of that. Are we
I
doing
think-
like movies or shows?
I think that's George's favorite show. My favorite pony.
Hey,
Is that your
hey,
favorite?
My
well,
Little
show?
Pony?
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
I'm a
I got the,
kindergarten life teacher, so I know all the shows
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kids like, you know. But
Excuses. Excuses.
Rainbow Dash.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got My Little Pony on the PlayStation, and I got the Game Shark. So I got all the cheat codes. So if you guys ever need some My Little Pony cheat codes so you can start at level 100, you let me know. I got you.
I got a question to you, man. As a father to a daughter, how many times a week you have to be a princess?
Oh,
Every day.
I guess every day.
Yeah,
We
that's
play
good.
Barbies every day.
That's not true.
All right, we should play Barbies every day.
The reason that the background is blurred right now is because my wife's turning everything into pink in the house.
Oh,
like-
okay.
There's me
All
and
right.
my son, but we don't count anymore. It's all pink and purple. So I don't know.
So, Josh, do
I'm
you
just
have a
saying-
PlayStation for real?
Yeah, we got a PlayStation 4 over here. We don't use it very much, but yeah, we got the games, man. We don't play them too much. We kind of forget we have it, but
Yeah, it's
I
good to
never
know.
forget we have it.
You know what game is really sick on the PlayStation? God of War, man. God of War is a sick game.
oh yeah, I played a lot of that in high school.
Yeah, God of War.
Yeah,
And there's a
no.
really sick game as well called Ghost of Tsushima. You're a samurai in Japan. It's third person,
Ooh.
and your island is getting invaded by the Mongolians, man. And you're out there like samurai
Ooh,
Ronin.
score.
It's really sick, man. Ghost of Tsushima. But hey, Champ ain't got no time for all that. Champ's got his hands full. And
Let's get back to fighting.
Nah.
Let's get back to fighting.
so check out this transition.
All right.
I was just watching today. Today I was just watching Dirty Boxing.
Yeah, I
And
know.
Oh yeah, Mike Perry.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that for sure. Yeah. And then we're talking about respect between, opponents and it being a sport. But then I know you and Mike aren't exactly getting along like you and Mike. You got a thing with Mike's. Mike Richmond, Mike Perry. But I mean, where did the beef originate from between you and Perry?
Yeah, so Perry, he hopped in my inbox after actually the day before I fought Mike Richmond, and was just saying that he hopes I win so that he could come and punch my face for the belt. And I was just like, oh, perfect. Like, I was already planning on calling this dude out because he's the money fight. So I'm like, I'll just roll with that, and then we kind of started beefing back and forth online a little bit. And then, we got called for that, there's an Albuquerque fight that I showed up because I heard he was going to be there. So I figured I'd just show up and start some drama, try to keep bare knuckle talking a little bit. But he didn't show up. So I was like, what the hell? Like, my whole team told me he was going to be there. So, I jumped on a plane and flew out there. And then we had the champions conference, and I figured he was going to be there for that, even though he's not a champion. But so he flew out there and then got a chance to meet up with him and stuff, and had a little bit of drama, up on the stage and all that stuff. So I'm like, it is what it is. We're just promoting, trying to get a fight set up and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Nothing too serious.
I see. I wanted to ask you about that because there's been, I've seen that. And not only that, I've also heard about you and Yoel Romero as well. So,
yeah, well, Yoel Romero got in between us. Like, I was on the stage, I was running over to Mike Perry, and Yoel, I didn't know he was that strong. Like, I ran into Yoel Romero, and that dude was like running into a brick shithouse, dude. They're just freaking boom. And he shoved me back. And so I was just like, wow, that guy's way stronger than I thought.
By the way, have you heard
So then,
Yoel Romero talk about Georgians? He did an interview once about Georgians
No.
because every time he wrestled the Georgian dude, he lost. And he was talking about Georgian wrestlers the other day. You should check it out. Just
I figured that he would lose to a Georgian wrestler because
no, I mean,
I think
Yoel
Georgian's
is the
probably the
badass,
best athlete in the world.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yoel,
Well, he
Yoel
is, but
special.
you guys come from a special part in the world, man, where, you got elevation, you got that mentality, the strength, the genetics. You guys are very awesome when it comes to fighting and just all around physicality.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I try. The one thing I tell about people, the Georgian people, like the fans, the new fans especially, when they come into the sport to watch, to train, whatever, I tell them, I always try to get them try to keep them as not toxic as possible, because it's always better when somebody else gives you a compliment rather than you talk about yourself all the time, right? You can bring it
Yeah.
up every once in a while, give yourself a pat on the back a little bit, but overall, you have to be honorable enough to get compliments from other people, right? So at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
it's just when somebody like Yoel is talking about you, somebody as strong and athletic and special as Yoel Romero talking about you, there's just, it's good. It's good. It's very good. It's good publicity. You have to remember one thing. Although, if you ever see Georgian toxic Georgian behavior anywhere in the fighting, you should remember one thing. We were under the Soviet rule for 75 years when globalization was in its peak, when people were getting to know each other. Georgia was under the shade. And so our athletes were winning gold medals in the Olympics and world championships as Soviet athletes. You know what I mean? And that was so painful because there's great Georgian people out there in the 20th century that they don't even know he was Georgian. You know what I mean? So it's now we're finally getting out. So that feels great. That's why we're like sometimes going crazy about this. I'm Georgian and I'm this and I'm that. That's why, because we were kept in the dark like mushrooms for a long time. So, it's getting out now. It's
Exactly.
good. It's good.
Basically, what Romy
You
is
guys
saying.
are the original warriors, man. You guys are the ones pulling out.
Well, a lot of people did. Yeah.
You guys are the real OG.
Appreciate it.
So I feel like we interrupted you. You were still talking about
Yeah,
Raul
sorry.
Romero.
Sorry. Yeah, go
And
ahead.
somehow we're always going back to Georgia. So- But-
Yeah,
Dude,
no, it
I
was
talk about you guys. I called up Austin and I was like, Austin, bro, we got to go to Georgia. All right. We have to go up and like struggle to breathe in these mountains. We have to go and like appreciate the land. And I guarantee you, if we go and wrestle a couple middle schoolers, they'll beat our asses and then we'll come home better fighters. So I'm like, that would be amazing. I'm like, we got to get up there. I'm like, there's something about that elevation, that just like makes you
yeah.
insanely powerful.
Yeah,
And
you
it,
can
and
go,
it cleans your mind out too.
bro, when you go up there in the mountains, like to look around and stuff, the Dagestan is right there, just across the hill, and so is Chechnya. So you could make the trip there over there too, if you want to. I don't know, just saying.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, like right now,
Some kid in a wheelchair beats my ass. I'm just like,
I'm just
right now we
trying
got
to
like
spread love.
Chechnya, Dagestan, and Georgia, like all bordering each other. It's like a couple of hours drive from each other. And I believe in the UFC, like 5 out of 7 or some pound for pound guys are all from this region. Like we got Ilya,
Yeah.
pound for pound number 1. We
Yeah.
got Makhachev, pound for pound number 2. Murrah, pound for pound number 3. I think Khamzat is number 4.
Yeah.
And
So
I
that's
think,
my point
yeah.
exactly. You got this small region, just one mountain, 3 nations around it, and you got so many killers out there. It's not normal. You shouldn't have so many good fighters from a small
Yeah,
place
right.
like that.
Everybody's
And
a killer out here.
And instead of promoting that shit, what we're doing is we're going at each other, like with each other, against each other. Why don't we fucking take it and run with it? Promote it. Caucus provides unbelievable amount of talent in fighting. But no, we just wanna. See, that's the problem. You see, this is what we have been doing. Instead of like supporting each other throughout the history, we've been just fucking killing each other the whole time. That's our whole history
Yeah,
with each other.
that's why you're so
with each
tough.
other. I mean, Georgian history. Don't get me wrong. Georgian history is very rich
It's the
outside of
invasions,
Caucasus.
man. It's all the invasions throughout history.
Yeah, it's always been some kind of influence.
It's the invasions.
Yeah,
So
and it's
Josh,
funny how that influence always comes
Just
back to one.
world peace. That's all I'm gonna say. World peace, people.
You're listening to Fight Pod Georgia, weekly MMA podcast with the Cartuelians.
Josh, how long is it a good time for you to take time off before actually stepping in there again? And are you feeling like you want to get back in there already, or when is an ideal time for you to get back in? And who would you say would be the best opponent for you?
Well, they're talking about an October fight, which would be great because then I could have another 8-week camp. As far as opponents go, I don't really care. I genuinely don't think there's too many people in the 185-pound division that can really mess with me too much. The only guys that were a problem were Lorenzo Hunt. He jumped up to like light heavyweight, or he jumped up to like 205 and up. He's a threat. If he makes it back, he could be an issue. Mike Richmond was the second biggest threat, and I took care of him, and then you go to the next highest and you got Jared Warren, who I destroyed every time I fight him, down to like below him. You got like Jomi, you got, Isaac Doolittle, who could be a problem, but like in the 185-pound division, as it stands, it's not very competitive against me, so I'm just kind of like, I don't really know who to worry about. So now I'm just like, well, throw me against the biggest names because I'm going to probably win anyway. So I tried to call it Yoel Romero.
Oh shit!
Him after he got in my way that night, and I was just like, I was all like, hey, Yoel, I was like, good to see you. Welcome to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. I'm like, big fan. Can't wait for you to have your first fight. In fact, I'd like to offer you the first fight. I was like, might as well just come for the title right off the bat. I'm like, well, go against me for the 185-pound division title, and I'll welcome you here. And all he said was, God bless you, like 5 times. So I'm wondering if maybe he doesn't speak like as good English as I thought. So
no, he does.
like, God bless you, God bless you, yeah, God bless you. I'm like, all right, he don't know what I'm saying.
He understands
He
everything.
does?
Trust me.
Yeah, yeah, he
He's
does.
smart.
I reckon
He's a
he
smart
does,
dude, man. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Have you had any conversations with the matchmakers about the future fight?
Not really. No, they don't talk to me very much. They'll call me up and just be like, "Hey, we have a fight for you in 8 weeks. You want it?" Sure. And that's it. They don't talk to me very much. So they've got like 1,000 fighters that they're trying to keep happy. And with this $25 million tournament, they had like 10,000 applicants to get into the tournament. So they're pretty busy talking to people. So I just let it chill. And I'm like, all right, I'll just let my hands do the talking whenever they call, and we'll see how it goes.
And when you hold the gold, man, you don't need to be making calls. You know that they're gonna call you. You don't need to bother anyone.
Of course.
Yeah.
Listen, you need time to prepare that belt. That belt is sweet. You want to hold on to it as long as possible. So you just need time to prepare. Preparation wins fight. Preparation and fucking footwork. That's what wins fights. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. I like that. Speaking my language.
Dude, listen, look at let's go back to Topuria again. Look at Ilya. He does so much homework. Against the last fight against Oliveira, if you observe that last sequence, he knew the right hand was coming because he had studied him. He threw left hand once, he answered with the right hand. Again, he did it twice. He threw a jab, he countered with the right hand. Next time, the third time he was throwing that jab, he knew the right hand was coming. He was moving towards his right during every jab, and then the last sequence he shifted to his left to block the right hand this time and land with that monster punch, and that was all she wrote. Fucking homework is the most important thing. How you prepare is how you fight.
Yeah, you know your stuff.
Yeah, man. This is just like two players. This is like simple mathematics for me at this point, because when you prepare, when you do the homework, everybody's gonna know. You just gotta put in the work. Everybody wants to come around, be an expert, this and that. Well, you gotta put in the work. So as far as preparation goes, I want to ask you something. When you prepare for the bare knuckle fight, right? Is everything? I would assume everything is bare knuckle in the preparation, right? The mat work, the bag work, sparring probably not so much, but everything else is probably bare knuckle, right? To get your knuckles hardened.
Well, for a smarter guy, yeah, I'm assuming so. I usually just wear the gloves and take them off when it's time to fight, because I hit really hard. And in training, like I hit that bag hard as hell. So I have to wear gloves. I usually injure my hands with the 16-ounce boxing gloves on, when I'm in there smashing up. So I got to be really careful. I injured my left wrist about 3 weeks before the fight, because I was just throwing those hooks really freaking hard, and I kind of jammed up my wrist a little bit. So I had to take it easy for like a week or two just to chill. But yeah, I use gloves for everything. But I hit pretty hard. So I'm always out there, like I don't hit the bag unless I'm hitting it hard. But yeah, other than that, just footwork drills, and I do my homework. That's what I do. Like I do homework better than almost anybody else in the sport. When I study people, I watch them in slow motion. I watch every fight they do. I write down every move they make. I have a book. It's like 3 pages long per fight. And then after I write down everything they do, I'll write down how many times they did each thing. And so by the time I'm done, I have a whole graph.
Database.
75% of the time.
Numbers.
Yep.
Database.
I have a database. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, all right, 75% of the time, if we are in distance, he's going to throw a 1-2 with a left hook. If he leans his head to the left, 30% of the time, he's going to come back with a hook.
Yeah.
If he leans his head to the right, most of the time he's going to back up. So I have my data graph, and then I build a game plan for that style that he has. And so I'm like, well, if 75% of the time he does this and this, then 75% of the time I'm going to counter with this and this. And then, I work my way down the list, and then pretty soon it's like everything he does is falling for a trap that I set. But I'm pretty cerebral the way that I tear people down.
Is
That's
there
good,
is
man.
there
I'm
a
glad to
coach?
hear that.
Is there a coach figure there that helps you with all that, or any family or friend member who actually helps you do the homework?
No family members. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's not a good idea.
yeah. No family. No, so my strategist is Larry. So he'll also he'll study these fighters, and then he'll slow motion watch it all. And he's better than I am at finding mistakes and openings or finding their strengths and be like, all right, we don't want to play with this shit. We're gonna develop a style that negates their best punches, and so we go through that. We do a lot of film study. We go over things. We work on it. And Austin also,
Yeah, shout out to
he's
Austin
very
once
good.
again.
Most of my fighters that I fight are south. Yeah, yeah, he's amazing. But Austin's a southpaw, and he's pretty good. And most of my opponents are southpaws. So to have a good southpaw that is just available for like movement and all that really helps me quite a bit. And he's a long southpaw. So usually if I can deal with a long southpaw, I can deal with a short one. So it just kind of depends.
By the way, compliments to Austin on as far as homework goes too, because the way he found us, we're not like the most famous podcast out there. Yeah, we're the first independent Georgian podcast, but Americans don't know about that shit. So he found us. He reached out to
Yeah.
us, man. I was surprised. So apparently, no, obviously, you guys are trying to go deep into the things, and the way when it was flattering, of course, but I was impressed. I was like, this guy's really trying to get his fighter out there and do the PR. So that was impressive because yeah, not
For
you'd
real.
be surprised, but even in Georgia, as many, like we've had Topurias and Valishvilis and everybody, but still today, not everybody will reach out themselves to be on the show in Georgia. We have to always reach out to them, which is cool. I'm just saying, it's just a fact. I'm just saying. Go ahead, George.
Yeah, listen, we bond for life now, man. Like, and I want to thank you for coming back, man. It means a lot. And I want to obviously carry on. And when we get news or before the fight, after the fight, or any time, brother, we're going to reach out, and hopefully you're going to reach out, and we're going to do a lot of these and, carry on this friendship, this bond, and hopefully take it over to Georgia where you can try some traditional hachapuri, Georgian cheese pies, man. You got to try those.
Yeah.
Georgian cheese pies.
Oh,
man.
that sounds amazing. Is that with goat milk?
No.
We have goat milk, but
No.
hachapuris are from, which is not goat milk. But we also have this like a meat dumpling.
We don't
It's like
do
a
a lot
big
of
dumpling. You hold it like this on the top, and it's got broth inside with like minced meat with lamb and beef. I mean, you gotta try that. I don't know if you have Georgian restaurants there.
That sounds so good right now.
no.
Yeah. And
George-
before we let you go, brother, what is the most classic Georgian dish, as in Atlanta, that you would recommend for us as well?
It's a fucking it's a
I got you.
it's a
He
United
got
States
me.
of America.
Hey, be quiet, Roby.
Bro, it's a hamburger. It's America.
No,
What are you
man.
talking about?
It's not a hamburger, right? What is it?
No, hell no. All right, so in South Georgia, you get down to like the hillbillies, right? We're kind
Oh shit.
of goofy down there, not the smartest and all that, but we like to play around with our food. And one thing that I would recommend to anybody that comes to Georgia, you want to get a fried catfish fillet. Because in the South, they know how to make a good catfish.
Yeah.
When I moved up north, I didn't realize the catfish were like bottom feeders, but they taste amazing. So you get a deep fat fried catfish fillet with hush puppies, and then a sweet iced tea, a little bit of coleslaw, some fried okra, and maybe some turnip greens, and you're gonna have the best like meal of your life. Just smashing that. Oh my God, you'll eat it all. It's
Did
so
you say fried
freaking good.
okra? What's
Yeah,
that?
I try to get everybody to try that when they come down.
What's a fried
Yeah.
okra?
So okra is a vegetable.
Oh, okay.
So an okra basically looks like a jalapeno. You slice it into little slices, and it looks like little jalapenos,
Mhm.
but they're not spicy. It's just a nice
Okay.
little
Like
vegetable flavor. It's not too
Adds a
crazy.
flavor.
But when you
Yeah.
fry it, it gives it a nice. Yeah, the texture is perfect. The texture is better than the flavor. Like when you put it in your mouth and chew it, it's
Yeah.
got it, But the hush puppies are even better. I don't even know what a hush puppy is.
Is it
I know it's all
potatoes?
deep fat fried.
Is
So
it
it's
like
not
potatoes?
good for you.
Is it like hash brownies?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what a hush puppy is, dude. I have no idea. I just know that it's
Hey,
whatever
everybody,
it is. It's
welcome
deep
to our
fat
cooking
fried.
show.
I have no idea what we're eating. I just know it tastes amazing. So, yeah, if you guys ever make it over here, you're gonna have to try some. And obviously, I got to go over there and try some meat dumplings, man.
Bro,
Yeah,
I got a baby on the way. I don't even live home anymore, man.
But hey,
Unfortunately, I don't travel as much as
Me
I would
neither.
like to. No, it's
listen,
just I have
it's
a
gonna
fucked up
happen.
back
I
right
reckon
now.
we can make it happen, guys. You just gotta, if you want it, you can make it happen. I mean, Josh, you are the living proof of that, of hard
Believe it.
work.
Listen, Josh, I hope I meet you somewhere accidentally. I go to a lot of fights, not so much right now because I had a car accident. My back is fucked up. I had a surgery, but when I start going out again, someday soon, I hope we'll cross roads somewhere soon. That would be great. And yeah, listen, thanks for being awesome, brother. George,
You're the
I
man,
want you to
Josh.
close this.
Champ life. You're the man, brother. Humble as always, cool as always. Thank you so much, Josh. God bless
Hey, man,
you and
it's
your
been
family,
good. I
brother.
I love this podcast.
Listen, we're here all the time.
Absolutely. All
anytime.
right. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Amelia.
Bye,
Bye.
family.
Bye.
You tune into the Cartwellians on the Fight Hard Podcast. Fight Pod.